We redone our resin miser mold after some complaints from some people about the way we used to do them. The complaint was that when they put it in their pressure chamber that the resin would leak up inside the tube. Here's a key note here: if you use good resin, you don't have to put it in a pressure pot. If you're using old resin, a lot of times it gets a little thick very fast, and what will happen is you'll end up getting bubbles and stuff in it. But if you use good fresh Silmar 41 resin like we sell, you won't have that problem. But anyway, we redid the mold anyway, and what you do, right now you'll get the mold, and you'll also get 4 of these little silicone corks. And if you look into the bottom of the sides of the mold here, you'll note that there's little recesses in the sides, on both sides. And what this is designed to do, when we put this together, let me give you a little demonstration here. You put a cork in one side, turn it around, put a cork in the other side, and then as much more pressure you put on this, of course, it presses the corks in more and more, so you won't get no resin leakage up inside the tube. But when you put this in a mold, just kind of bend the mold back a little bit like that. Stick one cork in the other end, turn it around, bend the other side out, and fit the cork into the other side like that. And then before you pour any resin, make sure that you can see the brass on the end of the casting. If you can't see the brass, and the brass is recessed up inside the end of the mold, when you get finished, you're going to have a piece of polyester resin casting with a piece of brass sticking out the end of it. And when you trim that off, of course, your pen kit's not going to go together right. It's the wrong length. So one more time, let me just demonstrate that for you. Just put the cork in one end, turn it around, put a cork in the other end, flex the mold back, put the cork in that side, flex the mold back again, pop the cork in the other side. Just kind of get a little flex and it'll pop right in there. And you can pour your casting, and when you're finished, to get them out, all you have to do is grab hold of the end of the mold, and then watch this, more than likely the cork will just come right out of the end of it like that, so the cork didn't come out of the other end there. And that's the way these things will pop apart, even with resin in them. You can use these corks over and over and over. If you happen to lose one, we do sell them individually on our website, but when you get the mold, you'll get 4 of these silicone corks with it. Nothing sticks to silicone except silicone itself. So the only way to get something to stick to this is pour liquid silicone into this, and then it'll stick to it and you'll never get it out. But with this, it will not leak. As far as we make them right now, we make them for the Monet, and we have them available for the bolt action. And I'll be replacing the other ones that we have with the same style very soon. And I'll also be making a mold for slimline. We've had hundreds of people asking us, when are you going to have one for the slimline? Well, I hope to have it available within the next week or so. But this works out very well. So you can put as much pressure as you want on in your pressure pot. I have not tried this in a vacuum. I don't know. I wouldn't see why it wouldn't work in a vacuum, but you know, pressure pots work great if you need to reduce the size of a bubble. But it will not get rid of the bubbles. It just makes the bubbles so small that you can't see them. But if you, like I said, if you use good resin, fresh resin, you won't have that problem. The bubbles will come right to the top. So, all right, that's it for now. Bye.